This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
PM Marape calls for world peace. PIH conducts its 13th walkathon. And Women's National Conference held in Port Moresby. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Waira. Thank you for your company. Pacific International Hospital conducted its 13th walkathon today with the aim to raise awareness on cancer programs in Papua New Guinea.
The walkathon saw medical professionals and young girls and women showing up as early as 5 a.m. to start the cancer walk from the hospital's main center to Boroko 4 Mile. Senior consultant obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Matthias Sapuri said the walk was an important part of Pacific International Hospital's movement to spread information on cancers affecting women and girls in Papua New Guinea, with the aim of getting them to do cancer screening. Dr. Sapuri said the challenge now is to increase screening program in the country, and he encouraged provincial health authorities to have their own cancer program. He said today's focus must be on preventing young girls to not get cancers, as women in Papua New Guinea are already suffering from these cancers.
Remember, in women, we must screen for cervical cancer, breast cancer, ovarian cancer, and endometrial cancer. They are the 4 big cancers in women. To screen for women, you must do pap smear every year for all sexually active women. And to screen for breast, you must do a breast scan and a breast mammogram every 2 years, starting at the age of 35 and onwards. But if you've got a family history, you should start doing breast scan and mammogram much earlier than the age of 35. But you can do it every 2 years. That's for breast. For endometrial and ovarian cancer, you must do an ultrasound every 2 years to look at the pelvic organ, just to make sure there's no cysts in the ovary, make sure there's no tumor in the uterus.
He added that every year there are about 4,000 new cases of breast cancer, 1,500 new cases of ovarian cancer, 3,500 new cases of cervical cancer, and 1,000 new cases of endometrial cancer are recorded. These totals to 12,000 new cases of cancers recorded in Papua New Guinea every year. Dr. Sapuri further encouraged girls between the ages of 9 to young women at ages of 26 to go for cancer screening before reaching the age of 35.
Just imagine in PNG, if we vaccinate every girl between the age of 9 and 26 in the next 10 to 15 years, what will happen? The effect of that is 30 to 50 years down the line, we may be able to eliminate cervical cancer in our population.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape is urging the world to embrace peace and take urgent action on climate change. He made this statement while addressing the 80th United Nations General Assembly in New York.
Speaking before world leaders in New York, Prime Minister Marape, alluding to PNG's call for climate responsibility turning to global challenges, PM Marape warned of the climate crisis, stressing the critical role of PNG's vast forest and ocean as global assets. He calls on major industrial nations to cut emissions, reform global financial systems, and assist forest and ocean nations in preserving biodiversity. On that note, Mr. Marape also shared PNG's experience with Bougainville crisis and how it was peacefully resolved through the 2001 Bougainville Peace Agreement under United Nations oversight, and he has called on warring parties across the globe, including Middle East, to give peace a go. He says the world can learn from PNG that peace after conflict is possible. He further notes that PNG has celebrated its 50th anniversary, and he acknowledged all the bilateral partners, multilateral partners, investors, NGOs and churches for their enduring support over 50 years. It reaffirms PNG's policy of trade over aid as the country seeks to grow its economy and leave no citizen behind. Mr. Marape says PNG is proud to be part of United Nations and is ready to celebrate the 50th anniversary partnership in October 10th. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape has commended the United Nations Secretary General, His Excellency Antonio Guterres, for the strong support towards Papua New Guinea's ongoing advocacy for climate justice, sustainable forestry and ocean conservation.
Prime Minister Marape met with Secretary General Guterres in New York during the United Nations General Assembly, where he has given his full support in ensuring that PNG's voice is heard. The Prime Minister says the General Secretary has reaffirmed that PNG advocacy for forestry and ocean resources will be supported at the highest level and that bigger polluting nations must contribute to assist the small islands nation in conserving these critical resources. Mr. Marape, while alluding to PNG's rich biodiversity, emphasized that the country's forest and ocean act as vital carbon sinks that benefit the whole world. He further highlights the urgent need for adaptation strategies to address sea level rise, extreme weather events, and shifting global climate patterns, which continue to threaten PNG island communities. The Prime Minister concludes by reaffirming PNG's dual role as both a victim of climate change and a provider of solution, noting that the country's forest and ocean remain essential to restoring the global carbon balance. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The Faith Fellowship Church of Papua New Guinea hosted a week-long annual Women's National Conference in Port Moresby, based on the theme, Dwelling in God's Presence.
The annual Women's National Conference of the Faith Fellowship Church was attended by women from FFC PNG Church throughout the country. National President for FFC Women, Christina Solomon, says that women play a pivotal role in spreading the gospel.
Na extending kingdom long body go more yet na all get mama must stop inside the presence of big blah. You may look in planty mama is stop outside only walk lo bogin planty heavy mariti stave bro. Man stop long way, beginning stop long way, Mary stop low way. Also, so mama you may come boom na, you may stop inside lo talk long God na, you may stop inside lo presence long God. Life must stop alright, married must stop alright.
She added seeing women in Papua New Guinea participate in this conference is a sign that women are taking the lead in elevating outreach programs. During the conference, FFC women ministered in vase, sharing God's word.
Mi play go out in talk lo radio light na mi play no save go logen and first time blow mi pla mama mi pla go lo radio light na mi pla out in talk na nara pla big pla something and mi come up all get the mama mi pla go on tap lo osem body all kisi big pla pizza blow mi pla na puti mi go on tap na plenty mama all come na Lotu and me go come up big plan na strong. Na me plan looking big plan difference and come up inside the Lotu blow me plan this time.
A senior mother, Jenna Jeff from Eastern Islands, expressed she is blessed to attend the program. She said some of the lessons learned during the conference.
Me plan all mama, igo lo international level lo you make an outing talk. Na me thank you lo Papa God and using me pla mighty one. Na em no like him all man Mary Balus. Or sen na em or sen topic lo you me des la week em become and one pla important topic em bin come. Des la em so him or sen em last pla talk em become lo ready me pla na putting me pla inside lo presence long God.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The shortage of chemotherapy drugs for the treatment of people diagnosed with cancer is a big challenge faced in the country today.
This was mentioned yesterday by a representative from the Health Care and Cancer Patients PNG. There is a DAT during a childhood cancer month program held yesterday at Nature Park. DAT said it is difficult to get chemo drugs in pharmacies in the country due to expenses and other factors.
Carers find it hard to buy medications like chemo drugs. There's a shortage of chemo drugs in the country. It's really sad. And right now I'm struggling to buy, currently I have 3 referrals from POMGEL for adult cancer patients. And I'm struggling to buy those medications. Even these medications are not even available at PIH. So forget about other pharmacies. We've been to all the pharmacies and they say, sorry, we don't keep this medicine because it's quite expensive. So I'm like,
That mentioned that as a result, patients diagnosed with cancer in stage 1 reaches higher stages due to prolonged time the drugs take to reach the country.
expensive. So I'm like, so what happens to the patients? If a patient is diagnosed stage 1, by the time, the medication or help arrives, they're already in stage 3 or because the medications are not there. It takes time. For prolonged time. For importers or even pharmacists to bring medicine from overseas. And not all these pharmacies are authorized to import, I think. And that's our challenge that we face. That's the challenge, not us as an NGO, but also the patients and the carers. Yeah, we are there to assist, but there is a shortage of drugs in the country, and even the pharmacists don't keep it. Yeah, pharmacists.
HCCP PNG is a newly established NGO group that is based in Port Moresby. That said, they have plans to reach out to other provinces as well. Jonathan Sibona, National MTV News.
You're watching National MTV News. We'll be back with more local stories after the break.
Chicken kebab saja, ya.
This stuff, right?
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Buy EasyPay with Teleport. Save the top up and present EasyPay from your phone. Here's how to buy. Dial *775#, enter the meter number, enter the amount, press 1 to confirm, and receive SMS with voucher and transaction reference number. Great value and PNG-owned sure feels good. Drop in to your nearest telecom store or kiosk to top up and buy EasyPay. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Auntie, come to cook you.
David Loran.
You think you passed it?
Sports. It's in me.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
We are increasing our efforts to increase the connectivity across the country.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with the Asian Development Bank President, Masato Kanda.
Actually, we are now implementing the new enhanced environmental and social safeguards framework. So we will continue to protect there.
That's on Monday night.
You're watching National EMTV News. A new maternity ward that will cater for about 4,000 people in Nuku District, West Sepik Province, was officially opened by the member for Nuku District and Public Service Minister Joseph Sungi.
The new maternity ward at Wati Sub-Health Center at the Wati Catholic Parish will cater for pregnant mothers from 8 villages in the Nuku Central Local Level Government. Acting Nuku District Health Manager Cedric Tulu said that the new maternity ward is a big achievement after 50 years of independence and urged the people in the parish to look after the health center and the health staff.
Side house, me plan understand triple delay. Delay number 1, I'm come up inside the house. Mama is already, Papa is already lo come up beginning. In terms of finance. Number 1 delay. Number 2 delay. You look at place play how you stop them. Urbawa to Kenaro, how ambulance koron si mama lab nakam. Tay mama am pilimpen na stop am late lo come up blousik. Chance problem na day am stand up straight. Plante mama am blalo finish. Now this la kain service am sana para house do you look out team. When me come inside, lo pisa blo mi sanap na marasin bayuk sim. House am sanap am house you. You must look out team.
Mr. Tulu emphasized that there are 3 delays that affect the pregnant mothers and an unborn child. Meanwhile, West Sepik Provincial Health Authority Board member Tati Masi expressed his gratitude for MP Sungi's support.
So pantul development now, or infrastructure commercial district because of leader. Bila good leader, good funding for services now development by commercial district. So no good leader, I'm not. So
Mr. Masi then donated 5,000 to the Sub-Health Center Committee to go towards the purchase of solar light system for the ward.
Me captain now, thank you now, God bless. Thank you.
Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
Furthermore, Nuku MP and Public Service Minister Joseph Sungi has urged his district to take pride in the achievements during the 50th Independence Anniversary celebrations at Nuku Station in West Sepik Province.
The event held on September 16 featured a military parade, a flag raising ceremony and a 3-gun salute by soldiers from Moem Barracks. School children, police officers and the community also took part, while Minister Sungi inspected a combined guard of honor mounted by the PNG Defence Force and police. Mock battle displays were also performed as part of the festivities. In his address, Minister Sungi reportedly urged the people to take pride in their achievements and remain committed to hard work. He pointed out that Nuku, once considered remote and neglected, have made progress in both economic and social development.
Losing all bigot passing or rubbish passing 2025, and turning point, na time lo say this, losing me stop.
Now you can come up in Nuku, you can come up in Civic, na Papua New Guinea, no come up good place where you may sit down good na lara more pini blow you can be any make some more blow you or papa, mama, or uncle, or big brother, na susa, no leading more, you go to direction.
The MP reminded the communities of Nuku's historical role in the nation's journey to independence and encouraged young people to pursue agriculture and small businesses rather than resorting to alcohol and drug abuse. He further challenged public servants to remain in the district and serve the people.
So, as public servants, we must lead from the front so that our people can follow us to where we are supposed to be going.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
The International Organization for Migration, in partnership with the National Disaster Center, recently delivered a specialized training on mass evacuations in natural disasters to emergency responders in Jiwaka and Southern Highlands provinces.
The workshops brought together 50 participants from government agencies, faith-based organizations, provincial disaster centers, police, health and education authorities, local civil society organizations, and community leaders. The sessions aim to strengthen responders' knowledge of evacuation planning, focusing on both the phases of mass evacuation and the critical pre-planning considerations required to safeguard vulnerable populations. Speaking during the training in Southern Highlands, local-level government officer Robert Dewey stated that the training was crucial for district officers for any future mass evacuation exercises. Institutions such as schools, hospitals, and businesses were also encouraged to design evacuation drills and preparedness measures to save lives during disasters. Representatives of persons with disabilities and community focal points from disaster-prone areas also attended the training. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
International Organization for Migration, in partnership with the Directorate of Social Change and Mental Health Services, recently conducted a 3-day workshop on mental health and psychosocial support, as well as gender-based violence referral pathways in Western Highlands and Jiwaka provinces. These workshops were conducted with funding support from the United States government.
A total of 36 participants from government agencies, civil society organizations, faith-based organizations, provincial disaster centers, family and sexual violence units, local civil society organizations, health authorities, and community leaders attended the workshops. The workshops aim to strengthen participants' capacity to support survivors of GBV, provide psychosocial assistance, and improve multi-sectoral coordination among protection actors. Sessions covered were gender-based violence concepts, causes, impacts, and prevention strategies, application of MHPSS principles, and practical skills in psychological first aid. Participants also engaged in mapping and strengthening GBV referral pathways to ensure timely, survivor-centered, and coordinated responses. Executive Manager for Jiwaka Community Development, Lawrence Ethel, noted that information received from the workshop is crucial, as many issues stem from drug and alcohol abuse, which often contribute to GBV. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Member for Nuku District and Public Service Minister Joseph Sungi said that the Nuku District Development Authority will allocate a total of 1.16 million kina to all the schools in Nuku District in West Sepik Province to build basic infrastructure projects.
Minister Sungi said during the opening of a 4-bedroom teacher's house at Mai Primary School recently that all the 58 schools in the district will get 20,000 kina each. He emphasized that with good accommodation for the teachers will come in to teach despite of how remote the school may be in the district. Mr. Sungi presented 20,000 kina to the school board of Mai Primary School. Mai Primary School headmaster Jonathan Akai thanked Minister Sungi.
Plumbing, now this like I now come only the working house. Now mila ko films lao long so mosem. Me my because all 7 months now. Thank you long. Come Lebla. Welcome. God bless you bla.
My Primary School Board Chairman Max Popo said this fund will help them to build new classrooms with permanent materials, where currently most of the classrooms are built in bush materials. My Primary School started in 2008 and has grade 1 to 7 classes with 6 teachers and 210 children. Next year, it will have its first grade 8 graduation. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay tuned.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic, and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
For 50 years, the Bank of Papua New Guinea has stood at the heart of our nation's journey, safeguarding stability, growth, and progress. In 1975, Papua New Guinea became an independent nation. That same year, our own national currency was launched, a proud symbol of our identity. Today, as Kina and Toya also turn 50, we mark this milestone with a special commemorative coin and banknote, celebrating our golden jubilee. More than currency, they are symbols of our history, our identity, and the pride of our people. Celebrate 50 years of independence. Honor the past. Inspire the future. Own a piece of Papua New Guinea's history. Papua New Guinea at 50. Our past, our identity, our future.
Join us weekly on MTV News A Closer Look, the current affairs program that brings you insight for the latest on education, health,
healing to all the residents.
Business,
They launched its VPN,
politics,
to infiltrate into our systems,
sports, and more.
As we observe the preparations for the women's.
A Closer Look, Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Anglican Church in Mount Hagen, Western Highlands Province, is now celebrating their 50th anniversary since its establishment in the province. They had a week-long celebrations and will conclude today.
The Anglican Church in Mount Hagen, the St. Michael and All Angels Church has commemorated its 50th anniversary since its establishment in the province back in 1975. It was a week-long event with different activities by the church members. One of the pioneers for the church gave a brief history of the church.
The white people, like ADC from district commissioner from Again, he was an Anglican. He was an Anglican, and he asked Lands Department to provide this area for us on that time, in 1970. And 1971 to 72, they built this church. And we opened in 1973.
Mr. Kaumo, who hails from the Oro province, who came here as a carpenter with the Department of Works in the 1969, said he is happy to commemorate this very special day.
This is our praise to worship. So we thank God that God is good.
Another pioneer also shared similar sentiments.
One Lutheran father and become sorry, no brother, you provide Lutheran Koita. 7:08, 9 now. Okay, you come out and me Lutheran Koita. So said that me Father Macro and me 7 Lutheran.
The Anglican Bishop for the Highlands and Momase regions, Bishop Nathan Higgins, said he is pleased to see the little children in the church to take part towards the 50th years of Golden Jubilee for Anglican Church. Samantha Solomon, National MTV News, Mount Hagen.
Coinciding with the Golden Jubilee for the Anglican Church in Western Highlands Province was the celebration for the Feast of St. Michael.
The church event commenced with the bishop being led into the church by two cultural groups from Juaka Province and Oro Province. It went on with the normal singing, preaching, and other church activities. Bishop Egan then gave a communion to the congregation. He also dedicated the small children. This was his remarks.
We are also celebrating our 50-year jubilee of our church. This church was established in 1975. And during those days, fathers who came here, they were like missionary. They were employed by government, they were employed by private sector, and they came here as carpenters, they came as teachers, they came as plumbers, you name the list. And so when they came here, they saw themselves, they have a number here, so they decided to build this church.
He further elaborated on some of the services Anglican Church provides to the rural communities in the country.
Schools, centers, and we also have two high schools, one in Ayong in Medang Province and one in Jimmy High School in Juaga Province. And we not only provide education, but we also have health facilities.
He said they have been in the Western Highlands Province for the last 50 years and will be going into the next 50 years. The event concluded with a small feast with the church members and the invited guests.
The Faith Fellowship Church of Papua New Guinea launched the church's 10-year strategic development plan today in Port Moresby. It was witnessed by church members and elites of Eastern Highlands Province.
Being a popular denomination in the Eastern Highlands Province, the elites within the province joined the occasion of the launching, pledging the support to see the church achieve its goals and move forward with its mission. The church was founded in 1952, turning 73 years old this year. The strategic development plan is drafted to support the development and the growth of the Faith Fellowship Church in Papua New Guinea. Members of the FFC PNG came with their trivial offering to support the implementation of the strategic development plan. Secretary of the Physical Planning Committee, Oliver Cloda Palo, while deliberating on the church's 10-year development plan, he said it was a challenging part for him and the committee putting together the content that can meet the needs of the church.
So mipla puti mipla ya digo inside lo sublo mipla ting lo mipla by also onem. So mipla try lo understand him this la plan. Lo ting lo mipla na mipla go through na mi looking mo say mipla one bell Mipla ranim liklik workshop lo house plomina. Mi lugu asa mipla one bell lo resla ting stuff inside lo plan na. Mitok thank you lo Papa God and give mipla resla wisdom na. Mipla maki mipla na mipla oki resla wok.
It took a total of 8 months for them to complete the planner, and he stated it is only possible through faith in God.
So 10 plus Christmas, big plus time. Now me no sabe whether something put inside long. There's a plan. Why me achieve lo there's 10 plus Christmas on logat me no sabe but something lo Papa God. Now big plus look sabe me looking was same. FFC am deeply rooted in faith.
Mr. Claude Palo stated it is time the church needs a reset and the responsibility is in their hands.
Now challenge them come back long. Church leadership, council. There's something we play working taso, we play work man we play. Now there's direction and by we play we play work taso na provide him some advice. Now I'm stop la hand we play to guess we play one bell or isla. And there's work about them you can work him. Hard.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Sir Hubert Murray Stadium in Port Moresby was filled with traditional beats and choirs from the villages of Motu Koita to celebrate their Perevet Day today for the first time.
Representing the Motu Koita chairman, Kira electorate representative Babani Harry says this event is part of the 50th anniversary celebrations, and 14 villages of Motu Koita are proud to celebrate this day for the first time.
The activities happening, and we saw string band, which our youths have showed their talent today, and now it's Peravata, and our village people are singing right now.
Mr. Harris says this is a time where the Motu Koita people show their true identity and they are grateful for the support of their leaders to fund the event.
Papua New Guinea can benefit a lot, learn a lot from our Motu Koita people. And you all should be proud of that. That is your contribution to our city and to our nation. And it's not just the values, but importantly, giving up the land, giving up your way of life, giving up everything.
And City Governor Powes Pakop thanked the custodian of the city and urged PNG to learn from them.
Port Moresby and Papua New Guinea can absolutely do much more in terms of reciprocating, acknowledging the great contribution.
Governor Pakop calls on them to respect, support and work together for the development of the city and the country. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Two stories making headlines overseas, and Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has warned NATO and the European Union that any aggression against Russia will be met with a decisive response. He said this while addressing the United Nations General Assembly. He confirmed that Kremlin has no plans to attack members of the Western Bloc.
In Europe, there are increasing concerns about unauthorised flights into NATO airspace, most recently reported by Denmark and Norway. Mr. Lavrov criticised European leaders for their alarmist rhetoric.
Any aggression against my country will be met with a decisive response. There should be no doubt about this among those in NATO and the EU, who are not only telling their voters that war with Russia is inevitable, forcing them to tighten their belts, but also openly talking about preparations for an attack.
So Sergei Lavrov, as you say, was warning against potential threats against Russian airspace. Now, this obviously comes at a time when there's been a lot of drones and unauthorised incursions into NATO and European country airspace. He's basically said that those drones, which we saw in Poland a couple of weeks ago, couldn't have even been launched from Russia because they were too short range, that they were actually launched from Belarus and had been veered off course because of signal jamming. So he's saying that Russia hasn't and won't be engaging in any aggressive actions into NATO airspace and the EU, but is saying that NATO countries and European countries are basically suggesting to their populations that war is.
You're watching National EMTV News. Coming up next, we have Truka Sports. Stay with us for the details.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Get twice the data with Telecom. Enjoy bonus double data from Thursday to Saturday on selected plans. You get twice the data at the same price. For instance, for 5 kina, you get 6 gigabytes valid for 1 day. And that's more data for you to stream videos and play your online games. Drop into your nearest Telecom store or kiosk to top up and get your double data. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
Kai Sports.
Welcome to Truka Sports. The Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee is supporting the Public Servants Netball Association with capacity building, training through the OSEP program.
The Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee is proud to support the Public Servants Netball Association in building stronger capacity among its members through the Oceania Sports Education Program training. The workshop started yesterday and finishes off today at the Sir John Guy Stadium in Port Moresby. The training features 2 courses running side by side. The Sporting Communities Administrator course, led by facilitators Rose Lounge, Willie Vaira, and Hannah Singut, focuses on key topics such as sport structures, the benefit of sport and stakeholder care. Participants are also reviewing the Public Servants Netball Association Constitution 2018 and will present their findings in a mock annual general meeting. At the same time, the community coaching and official coach course is equipping aspiring coaches with essential skills. Facilitators Andrew Mullen, Annie Lamo, Mary Nauga, and Jeffrey Roby are guiding participants through topics such as the true love of sports, its community impact, developing training sessions, and the importance of fitness for athlete development. PNGOC says programs like Oceania Sports Education Program are crucial to strengthening the capacity of sports administrators and coaches across the country. Such initiatives ensure that associations like Public Service Netball Association are well governed, well managed, and supported by skilled leaders. Through continuous training and education, PNGOC remains committed to empowering local sporting bodies and creating a stronger, more inclusive sports community nationwide. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee is promoting inclusivity. It recently hosted a special sign language workshop for staff and athletes.
The Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee hosted a special sign language workshop to mark International Week of Deaf People and International Day of Sign Language. The workshop was held in partnership with the Papua New Guinea Deaf Association, aimed to teach PNGOC staff basic sign languages. The session was both informative and impactful, giving staff the tools they need to better communicate with athletes who use sign language in sports. PNGOC says working with athletes of all abilities is an important part of its mission, and learning sign language is a key step forward, making sports more inclusive. By understanding and using sign language, the organization hopes to create a more supportive and welcoming environment where all athletes feel valued and empowered to succeed. PNGOC thanked the Deaf Association for sharing their knowledge and said it looks forward to continuing its partnership in the future. The committee also wished everyone a happy International Week of Deaf People and International Day of Sign Language. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Game 18 of the Money Plus Port Moresby AFL competition saw the West Eagles victorious, claiming the minor premiership title over a determined Taikone Hawks.
It was a hard-fought clash, but the West Eagles proved too strong, sealing the win and securing their spot at the top of the ladder as the reserve grade minor premiers. The victory now gives them a huge confidence boost heading into the qualifying finals. West Eagles reserve grade coach Paul Kaugo expressed his excitement over the result and praised the strong team effort shown by his players throughout the match.
This is the game we are looking towards to, all right, and we got the game today. All right, the boys work hard for it during the training, last 3 nights training, and we got the game today. We are minor premiers now.
Kaugo also noted few areas that the team needs improvement before the finals.
Keep on playing the same game. All right, we played 2 previous games, last week and today's game. All right, they stick on to the instruction I gave them for the game, and we keep on playing the same game.
Captain of the West Eagles reserve grade, Joshua Aima, said today's success was the result of well-executed game plan.
Second quarter momentum change la mangi kam kaputi momentum gonta league lo se spirit game number और लो लीड आउट वाने that plincher field one to go boys tason let's out tason split tason.
Aima further stressed the team will need to refine specific areas in the coming weeks.
Mas time taxi one me when main premier mi mas lo kata mangi bis panti mangi bondi bla mangi slow sa damas la game se no ron kam to sa as encourage mo mangi na step ko mangi bla step up one training one step up look forward ni time the game to him step up time the game one play look forward taso the game taso ni focus ni play.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
We'll be back with more of Trukai Sports after the break. Stay tuned.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken pepper saja ya? Yeah.
This stuff, right?
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
For 50 years, the Bank of Papua New Guinea has stood at the heart of our nation's journey, safeguarding stability, growth, and progress. In 1975, Papua New Guinea became an independent nation. That same year, our own national currency was launched, a proud symbol of our identity. Today, as Kina and Toya also turn 50, we mark this milestone with a special commemorative coin and banknote, celebrating our golden jubilee. More than currency, they are symbols of our history, our identity, and the pride of our people. Celebrate 50 years of independence. Honor the past. Inspire the future. Own a piece of Papua New Guinea's history. Papua New Guinea at 50. Our past, our identity, our future.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic, and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Join me every Thursday night as Sporting brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes,
Hi, this is David.
highlighting our local sports developments across the nation,
All eyes on Papua. Now an NRL team based here.
We create a pathway.
and our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel and you're watching
All the younger ones should follow.
Sporting, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching True Guy Sports. The Port Moresby Soccer Association entered week 15 of its competition today with a full day of exciting and action-packed matches unfolding at the Bissini Soccer Grounds. Fans and families gathered in numbers to witness intense battles across various divisions as teams continue their push for top spots in the ladder.
Speaking during an interview was the Port Moresby Soccer Association Games Coordinator, Peter Matthew, who highlighted the progress of both Saturday and Sunday's fixtures, highlighting the competitive spirit displayed by clubs in all categories.
It's like weekend, week 15 blow. Competition blow, mainly for the Premier Division, while all other divisions only go past ahead. Probably all some divisions start week 20 blow, just to make sure Premier Division concluding last 3 weekends blow all. They all come together now. Finishing it's like round robin competition blow. We play at the same time, and then we move into the finals. So currently, all top teams still maintain their position, which as they we had 2 premier games. PS Roots up against Blue Kumuls, where Blue Kumuls come close to low, cause he upset, but PS Roots maintaining momentum blow game long all, now winning match 2-1.
Matthew also took the opportunity to remind the spectators about proper behavior at the venue.
Spectators especially, when entering Bisini, please look out the you play it. Avoid bringing alcohol because people are problem now and people are looking for some. Plenty of Spackman come inside, all walk low. Cause him nuisance inside low. Vicinity low, playing venue, so at least people like him. No drinking free zone area, blow. Mama and all picnic lo come enjoy him game now watch. But otherwise, week in, week out, no problem. People continue as we progress towards our end of business.
With only a few weeks remaining before the final playoffs, the stakes are rising and every match is becoming more crucial, promising even more thrilling football action in the weeks ahead. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports ends on that note. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us for the details.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Auntie, bangka koksim. David Loran. You passed it. Sparks, it's in me.
Motu Koita Hospital is the level 6 tertiary, referral, research and teaching hospital.
The pathology department is also involved.
Port Moresby General Hospital will have its own oncology medical facility.
When the country reaches 50 years of political independence, we must be able to do kidney transplant.
So for the next 50 years, anything happens.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The Morning Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy periods with afternoon and evening rain and isolated thunderstorms. Daru, cloudy periods with afternoon and evening rain and isolated thunderstorms. Kerema, cloudy periods with afternoon and evening rain and isolated thunderstorms. Alota, partly cloudy periods with afternoon and evening rain and isolated thunderstorms. Popondetta, partly cloudy period with afternoon and evening rain and isolated thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
Well, that was the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 28th of September, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing, be safe, bye for now.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.